Ma boy mi loy ju ji ngoi bo bo. Ju zoi ji jai ngoi ji ngoi ma. Ji mo zi noi dom. Di doi zo zo bo di du bo zum. So loi jai jai shi loi ngoi ni bi. Nya mi du ngoi da bo ngoi ji lam. So ngoi di zu ngoi ji loi mai lam. Ji moi zi noi nam droi ji ji lam. She loi ngoi ji ngo bai sui bai sim. Se noi ngoi lai ja ji mi ban. De noi ji bi ngoi ji lam. Ni ngoi ji bai mi moi ji ji lam. Mui ngoi ngoi ji ngoi sui bai sim. Mi ngoi dri ngoi ji bi lai ma lam. Yun doi so voi di bi ngoi ji lam. Mi ngoi ji ngoi ji ji lam. Ye mi ngoi ji sui bai si. Gai shai do bi ngoi sui bai din. Moi ji di ngoi ju bi ngoi ji lam. Ngoi jai lo doi do voi ji ji lam. Nam doi ngoi ji ngoi sui bai si. Si ya ma ye jri ya ja. Ma ngoi ru bai jra bi ngoi ji la. O de yere me do bai ji ji lam. Ge wai ngoi du ya do la ma la. Lo me ai ji ji mo lo ji jin. Sa doi la ji ye de la zo nen. Do ji ai jan. Ma nyo do ju. Sha zo wa doi ji ji. Sha bo doi ji zo ye la ngo ji zo wa. Ye wai jiu zi na ye ji zai bai tan ji da bi. Ja ju chi ngoi wai sa shi bi chi ju chi mi doi dam ri lai li shi ni de ye bam. Xin doi mi de bu wa yin zhu wen nam doi xin la. Che bai yu se je nam ye sam bai dan lo ye je dai je dai. Che joy do mai te bai ye je je ho lo. Go do su.
Om Chö Je Yen Je Bo Dan Na Tu Song Song Je Gen Je Ngo Ni Rang Sen Je Kuro Nga Sam Ten Se Pa Tsa We La Me Kya La Ku Cha Tsa Wo Na Nam Kha Tong Nyam Pe Sen Chen Tan Chi Nam Chen La Na Me Pa Yong Ta Para Tso Pe Song Je Je Kong Pong Lang Ge Pra Cha Te Chi Do Tam Pe Chö Sam Mo Sin Ne Tsur Gen Nyam Tsa Len Pra Je Ho Nyam Song Chu Do Tu Chi Ne Sem Para Hyo.
Now think to yourself that you must bring all of our mothers, all sentient beings as limitless as space, to the state of omniscient Buddhahood. And for this sake, you will listen to and practice the Dharma properly. Please listen with this motivation of bodhicitta.
首先呢，请大家升起菩提心，也就是发一个心，为了利益一切尽虚空的众生都能够证得究竟的佛果，因此我前来听闻跟修持。
Tene ta nong shoke ke chunten ke le ta te la cherdo jitin che chu che deji la parti se ba la control metieve tabla temper sa wa che da tene tombe chu jong de sen senam je ke se ba la control metiewa zeba gombe tap temba te nomba ni e benane tombo te ta Shutsarwale la, nipa senum je kese la, zepatemba tere la, te la, ta te kare sunga yore se na, ta tanda, ngarang la nepa chankin ke dawo je, yepa je, ta tiki ngarang la nepa channe, ngarang ke senum gewe ngupo je, so sompa ta, tinte je senum la tsemba dawo je, ina yang, tela parchin rabo to ken rabo je ne ta tela chen rabo je tang ma tela control je segre te yina yang ngune yong ta ba son no ton na tela on tro mari te ritmen te jensun ka to ye men na da na tela mene sam se tang ma tang bi chu yong ta ba je drup senang yong ta pa je sa san na tene te senang ge zo nda bo te zepa gang re zepa gang te ka tu ye pa te le la pa ka tu je ye pa ma na tene tanda te la zepa la ne ne ge wa sa de na de re ma to ndi nga senang sa jo gu men du se ne ti pa sa na gu pa tong pen yang kan yo ma re karte da na rong chen je de la zepa ra me je na se Karte ta tende je yinna ya ngarange te maten pa mahi pa la so pe go ne rang senong sa pa la participe dao te la zepa gambar mazina zepa gon ne ke ta pa to me ba sa cho ge yo re te yinna yo zepa gambar mazina senong sa pe jo nguma te ngarang kan thile yo re la ni ti senong te sa ma chu pa te dao gi se pa ma re Narange senum sobe kise bare suingando.
So to continue where we left off this morning, there are two different types of sometimes when we get angry because of being prevented from doing sometimes it is because of being prevented from doing from accomplishing worldly things that we wish, that we get angry, and sometimes it is because it prevents us from practicing the Dharma and from gathering the accumulation of merit. So this morning we spoke about the first of these two, and so this afternoon we have come to the second, which is meditating on patience for what prevents us from accumulating merit. So sometimes what happens is that someone does something to harm us. We had the intention, I'm going to do something meritorious, and we're actually we're trying to do something to gather merit, but then there's an obstacle, a hindrance, or someone makes a problem for us. And when that happens, it's quite possible that we will get angry. But it's not good to get angry then, as it says here in verse 102. It makes no sense to get angry at those who I think thwart my merit. If there is no austerity like patience, should I not dwell in that? So when we're practicing the Dharma properly, the best way to practice the Dharma properly is by practicing patience, by gathering the accumulation of parents. What we need to be diligent about is practicing patience. As it says, there's no greater austerity than patience. And so if I practice patience, I will therefore gather an incredible amount of merit. So if I instead think someone else is keeping me from practicing merit and get angry, annoyed at them, there's no benefit to that, and in fact, there's no need to thinking in that way. Still, as it continues in verse 103, if I cannot be patient with them because of my own faults. So sometimes you just don't remember, sometimes you just don't understand or remember, and we aren't able to be patient with those who are preventing us from doing meritorious things. Then we might think to ourselves, they're stopping me from doing merit, they're stopping me from gathering virtue, but if we think about it like that, then all I've done is block the cause of merit that was at hand. Because the merit's been right there, it's right with us, and the one who's not letting us practice that merit is not the enemy, it is ourselves.
我们延续早上所谈的内容早上主要谈到说，当我们的所欲受阻的时候，也就是我们想要的东西却无法得到，受到障碍的时候，我们可能会升起嗔心。那有两个部分，第一个部分是我们想要得到世间的这些快乐受障碍受阻扰而无法得到而生气，这个早上讲过了。那接下来要讲的是我们想要修持佛法，或者想要积聚福德等等，或者想要行善这些的时候受到了阻碍，我们可能也会生气，但在这里告诉我们，我们也不应该生气。同样一个状况，也就是会有所谓的一个仇敌出现，他可能来伤害到你。伤害到你什么呢？这个时候是你本来想要好好修行佛法的，或者你想要积聚福德的，但这时候这个人出现了，他让你无法修行，无法积福，好像造成了障碍。一般来讲我们可能会生气，但在这里告诉我们，你也没有理由要生气的。所以这是第102个偈言，告诉我们说，为什么我们不应该生气。首先你自己想要积聚福德，不是吗？是的，我想要积聚福德，但你知道没有比忍辱更好积聚福德，或者说没有比忍辱能够积聚更多的福德了。所以换句话说，你应该要懂得借这个机会忍辱的话，那么你就能够积聚很大的福德。所以说未比障福德，声称亦非理不合理的，难行无如忍，云何不修忍？没有比忍辱更大的福德。再来第二个句子呢，是提到说，事实上并不是敌人障碍到你而是其实是你自己的嗔心障碍了你自己积聚福德，没有人能够障碍的。所以这里说，唯有我过失于愿不能忍，其实是你自己的过失，遇到了仇敌你无法忍耐，无法忍辱。其实真正福德的机会就在眼前，福德因现前，由我自为障，却是你自己的嗔心障碍住了。
他提起是啦，那是提什么说白个，开门把灯把热啦，那是提什么说白个，就做着不就能做个有嘞，就做着不就能做，就是提他这把工把那天呢，什么说把空气，天天这把工白个有，那是提没呢，提这把工白个也，什么提用个有嘛的啦。那些空气也呢，那把神经给投进也呢，提等的这把工呢，假如这的给找什么报道们把说的就人就话也呢，第二的就也呢，他的什么说的就的投的印记面记过个有的，的就也呢，这他的啦开开啥的，什么说的开的是呢，的开开有嘛的，什么说的就做到不就人做个有的。他得用别的呢，对吧？这么的，别人呢，金巴当啊，然后这样呢，金巴当古不搞死啦，你得啦，金巴当是个有，什么话这古个有的，什么话的那历史呢？得啦，金巴当个有这边经济情况的嘛都，得啦，金巴当个开始吧，也把满意吧啦，别的人的呀。ngaran tsultim song ne rat song song ba che ye na rat jimbar se ba bo en ken bo tong lo ban la so ba ye par chor na ni te rat song ke re sen hi mo ro wa che re ti cher na ta tan da ne ji de rang sonam so pe ge tene ngal chi ma re ke ma re ti jo ye zo ta ba che re
So the person who harms us, the one who causes us harm, is not actually someone making problems for us or preventing us from gathering the accumulation of merit. They're actually the primary cause for us to gather the accumulation of merit. And the reason for this is that when we want to do something, if the cause of something is that which, if absent, it won't be. So if the cause of practicing patience and gathering an incredible accumulation of merit is that which, that means the enemy who causes you harm and we would get angry at, if that person is absent, there you will have no opportunity to practice patience and gather the great accumulation of merit. So if the cause of something is that which, if absent, it won't be, and with which it will come to be, so with which enemy, you've got that enemy there to practice patience for, and therefore you will be able to gather the accumulation of merit. How can that be called an obstruction to gathering the accumulation of merit? It is not an obstruction to this. It's actually the primary cause for gathering the accumulation of merit. An example of this is like when we think about being generous. As it says in the next stanza, verse 105, a beggar appearing at the right time does not prevent your giving. So when it's time to be generous and give to someone, then when a beggar appears and asks you for something, then that is exactly what you need. You have to have a recipient for your gift if you're going to be generous. And it would not be right to say that that person whom you're giving your gift to prevents you from giving a gift. There's no way that they're an obstacle or an impediment to it. Likewise, when you want to go forth and take the vows, it is not right to say your abbot stopped you from going forth. So when you want to take the monastic vows, and so then your abbot and your masters and so forth aren't people who stop you from going forth. They're the people who actually bring you forth and give you the vows. So you cannot say that, in the same way, you cannot say that the person who harms you and therefore gives you the opportunity to practice patience is an obstruction or an impediment. In fact, they're the primary cause of gathering merit.
接着呢，这里谈到说，仇敌它不仅仅不会障碍你的积聚福德，甚至呢，它是你积聚福德最主要的那个原因哦。那这是什么意思呢？首先，我们知道一件事情要达成，它一定需要有一个因，那么有了因，才有可能那样的一个结果。那么我们在这个过程当中，我们会了解到说，如要忍辱，你就必须这个修持，它就必须要有那么一个因。那这个因是谁呢？其实就是这样一个仇敌。如果没有这样一个伤害你的人，没有这样一个仇敌，事实上你的安忍也无法达成，这样的结果修持是无法圆满的。所以事实上，这个仇敌它不是障碍你积聚福德修行的这个障碍，它反而是你积聚福德跟修行最主要的那个原因。所以这是第104个偈子在讲的哦。接着是105个偈子，他就举了一个例子，就好像你如果要完成你布施的修持，那么你就必须要有人可以给予你布施，就是要有乞讨的人。所以你不会说这乞讨的人他障碍了你的布施，刚好相反，就是因为有这样一个乞讨的人，所以你的布施修持能够圆满。同样他也举了另外一个例子，是和尚阿舍离非是出家障也就是如果你有心想要持戒受戒，或者像这里说受出家戒的话，你就必须要有一个戒师来传授戒给你。你不会说这个戒师这个和尚他是这个障碍，对吧？他反而是给予你这个能够出家的这个原因的。所以举了这样一个例子，在告诉我们，当你面对到这样伤害你的人的时候，你要记得，他不是在障碍你积聚福德跟修行，他反而是给予你最好的一个原因跟机会去修持福德跟修持。
Tene tatanda jimbatang ge yul homo watang zepa gombe ge yul dawni de ndage yomare kariri sena jitin na homa me jimbatang ge yul de homa porela homa poe urbo de mambore kadina yo togre le labo togre tene zepa gombe ge yul de le labo togmare ne zepa gombe ge yo de himdo kembore kembe junsen de kandeje resena tene zepa gombe ge yo de nezi je dawoji gu yo arela tene dawote kembare dawote kembe junsen kandeje resena ndatara parne maje na ngayo nepa maje to par ngayo nepa maje to se tombo parla nezi de kandeje ni yong yo resena tombo parla nepa se Tini tsulla nepa sepe dawoji yungre mato 동본에 팔란네 바마제나 다가시 테메 번네 바생 다오지 용기요 말레라 드니 티처나 자 잡아고 그근도 세는 팔라 메제란네 바체데는 되게 말레라 티처나 드니 테 나랑 네 바자가 말레 네바 마찬나 네바 생기 다오데 깜보레라 드니 단다 때바 드니 바데베 깔바상 보충하레 대위 ngalwe madrup chimdo terna sonata tene kale jama go ba kombono ne terkhaje chonata sonju je dro jorba ngarang ne pasi maguba zepa gombe yol do ne ji chonate pe kabo kalba samborela tene te terna sonju je dro jorba dagi dala gawarsa ngarang date ta chungwa te pe kalba sambo yin te yapo chung song ngarang zepa gombe yur chi ni song zepa gombe yur te kale jama gubala top song samba sine gawa gongo ji jin ji re.
Now, but the objects of our generosity and the objects of our patience, enemies, are not the same. And the reason that they're not the same is taught in stanza 106. Though there are beggars in this world, so in the world there are lots of beggars. So in order to have an object of generosity, there are beggars, and there are plenty of beggars in the world, and you don't have to go too much effort to find beggars whom you can give to. So there are lots of beggars. But the objects of patience, those who cause harm, are rare. So they're not so easy to find. They're quite rare. And the reason for this is as taught in followings. If you're going to have the enemies are rare, and the reason is that if you do no harm to others, no one will harm you back. And so, in order to have an enemy who's going to harm you, first you've got to harm someone else, and then someone else harms you back, and then you can have someone to do patience. But if you're not harming anyone else over there, then no one's going to harm you back. So it's very rare. Now, this does not mean that you should go out and harm other people so that they'll strike back and give you an opportunity to practice patience. That wouldn't be okay. And so for that reason, it's very rare to find people to meditate upon patience for. And so when you do find someone to meditate upon patience for, then instead of returning that harm, you should think, how fortunate I am, I can practice patience. And so so therefore, just like a trove appearing painlessly in a home, it's like if in your home, you walked in and there's a big treasure right there and you don't have to do any work. There's a huge treasure right inside your house. It's the same way. I will delight in enemies, my friends, in enlightened conduct. You haven't done anything, and yet that enemy who's harming you just appears, and this is so fortunate. You've got an enemy whom you can meditate upon patience for. You should think to yourself, I am so fortunate to have someone harm me. I can practice. This has turned out really well. Now I can practice patience, and you should take delight and rejoice in this.
那刚刚举了这样一个例子哦，布施就能因为有这样一个贫穷的对象，一个乞丐，所以能够帮助我们的布施修持。所以还有刚也说，那因此呢，就像因为有敌人，所以能够修持忍辱。但接下来句子是告诉我们，这个两个还是有所不同的，差别在哪里呢？106个偈言，他是说，首先世间上来讲，贫穷的人他是非常非常的多的，而要伤害你的人，或者说所谓的仇敌，他相对是少的，所以这两者是不同的。那么换句话说，这个伤害你的人要得到一个伤害你的人，其实很困难一件事情。再来，我们进一步想，为什么伤害你的人是比较少的呢？因为首先你必须要曾经伤害过他，那么他才会想要伤害过你。你不会平白无故的一个人就会来伤害过你，所以你也必须要先做些什么，那个人才会伤害到你的。所以说真的，他并不容易哦。你一定是你曾经做过什么，他才会伤害到你。所以你要有这样一个仇敌帮助你修持忍辱，它不是一件容易的事情。但不是这样听完之后你就想说，好，那我现在开始我就是伤害别人，那这样他就可以伤害我，这样我就可以修持忍辱，并没有要你这样子做 而是要让你知道说，当你遇到有人真的伤害到你的时候，你真的要把它当成一个很难得修持的一个机会。那它有多难得呢？就在第107个偈言，他就说到，就好像说你突然在家里没事着，突然你发现家里多了很多很多的宝物是一样的，那就好像是你无心想要去求得，但却自然降临的得到的这些宝物，同样能够帮助你修持忍辱的一个仇敌，突然来到你的面前，制造给你很多的问题跟障碍。说真的，你要有一念心，觉得说太难得了，那我真的连不用努力，我就可以找到这样一个这么棒的伤害我的人，帮助我的安忍的修持。所以你要倍当生欢喜，你要极度非常的高兴，所以叫倍当生欢喜。
他的这把讲呢，是那么家亲不去少都给有的了。是那么的，我让江北少把的为什呢？我让江北少把嘛的，看的是呢，down的down的有的是，我让个这把讲起些，我你娘都，的是那么的少把的，提前那么的种大给这边呢，娘的些把的了，提前就是提了的呢，这把讲不个是那么的这不的，的的人呢，国家家国给有的了。고개자 두술 고개자 고개요래 세나 동보 더우들라 고개자 고개요래 당가라니 놈도 중원래라 나라니 놈도 중원인데 임비 준생나 때네 준생 가르레 세나 ndatar 더우든 제베조래 디천나 게제부데 나라니 놈도 고개자 고개래
So when we practice and meditate on patience, then we create a great amount, a vast amount of merit. But is it only for ourselves that we gather this merit? It's not. And it's not only us who gather the merit. It's the object of our patience, the enemy who harms us, and the person who is practicing patience. Together we are creating it. So as it says in verse 108, since they and I created it. So we created it together, and so therefore we should share the results of that with someone. So when we share the merit of practicing patience, who should we share it with? First of all, we should share it with our enemies. As it says here, it's right that I give the fruits of patience to my enemies first. And so we should first give the result to our enemies because we made it together, as it says here, for they're the cause of patience.
那么这样子修持忍辱，我们知道这是一个很大的福德的一种修持哦。那这样子的福德是不是只有你一个人得到呢？其实不是的，其实是怨敌也好，仇敌也好，跟你是你们两个一起完成了这样的一个修持。所以换句话说，是一起得到这个福德的。那不仅是如此，而且你要想说，我有这样大的福德，我首先要回向给谁？其实你要首先回向给那个仇敌，因为他其实才是你积聚福德跟修持那个最主要的原因哦。所以这就是108个偈言在说的。
tene ta te ta bu go kya ja go ye yo ma re som ban ro che se ge la kare re se na tene ta da do ti ge ngaran la je pa gom ba ta la tene ngaran ge sa wa te che gi som ba yo ma re je pa gom ba ta la se pa yin som ba ge yo ma re la jun se ti se na je pa gom ba te shor la chung wa che re ti chen na dan da la ten che pa sa ge yul ma yin no 다들 제바서 그 율마레세나 원나 대다버지나 담배주라요 제바 볼고 말에 담배주대 나랑게 줍네 팽정어를 마도 담배주랑게 공소한다라 나 줍주게 인선반이 요 말에 찌바래라 디잖아 담배주 좀 제된체 세나 다들 주다 라오니데 찌바라버지래 송어래라 되게 숨을 가서라 다야 때라 태성산에 되네 담배주게 둑주고 선바 요 말에때 이나야 단다 다텔라 둑티고 제파곤 주고 선바 메바 좀더요 마세 되네 단데가 네파세고 선바 요요요래 네파세고 선바 예바임베잖아 dānde sōngi kātē dānde nē sāwe 소인 제자 맨히나 디선바에 베전은 제버서 요도 마저바레 세나 대자는 다그마레 가르리세나 단달라 네바세 선바에 발라 테네 제바곤 토기요아데 마도 멤바이겐돌라 펜바르zem발라 제바칸디세 gon고그리 제바곤 히게요 마레 대위에 라도 동생라 테네 제바제베나 다 준생 그텔라 테네 다텔라 네셈제 예발라 테네 제바데 gon토기요아레 준생 티체나 테니 제베 조임비 담비 주이겐던 제바로 바제레
You might think to yourself, there's no need to share my merit with that enemy. But if you think that, and you might think to the reason you might think to this is because the enemy doesn't think to themselves, I'm going to give them an opportunity to practice patience. I'm going to give them a chance to practice patience. They don't think like that. They don't have that, motivation. The opportunity to practice patience is like a byproduct. The actually enemy is thinking, I'm going to hurt that person. And so for that reason, they don't deserve any respect. So as it says in verse 110, though you won't honor your enemies because they want to harm you. So if that is excuse me, this is verse 109, sorry. If enemies deserve no honor because since they've no thought to make you patient. So in that case, then it's the same with the Dharma. Why would you honor the true Dharma, the cause of accomplishment? Because the Dharma is the same. We practice Dharma and that brings us benefit. It's not like the Dharma thinks to itself, I'm going to make this person practice and gain accomplishment. It's not like that. So in this respect, the Dharma and our enemies are the same. But at this point, we might have a doubt about it, and the doubt is that we'll say, well, okay, the true Dharma doesn't think I'm going to make that person practice me and achieve accomplishment. It doesn't think that. But with the enemy, it's a little different because it's not only that the enemy is not thinking, I'm going to make them practice patience. The enemy is actually thinking, I'm going to harm that person. And so for that reason, though you won't harm your enemies because though you won't honor your enemies because they want to harm you, you said that they don't deserve respect. They're not at all the same as the Dharma. Well, in that case, then what about it's only because the enemy has the intention to harm you that they can actually be an object of patience. If not, they'd be like a doctor. But if, like doctors, they wish to help, how could they make you patient? It's because the enemy wants to harm you that you can practice patience. Therefore, since patience arises from malevolent intent, so the enemy has the malevolent intent, and therefore you have the opportunity to practice patience. Just they are the cause of patience and worthy of veneration like Dharma, and so they deserve our respect.
可能你这样听完之后，你心中还是想说啊，我还是不想把我的功德回向给这样的一个仇敌哦。你想了一下，你觉得为什么呢？因为你觉得说，首先这个仇敌他并没有任何想要为了帮助我的修持，为了帮助我修持忍辱，所以才这样子害我的啊。那他之所以我会因为他的这样修持而帮助我修持忍辱，他的伤害而帮助我修持忍辱是附带而成的，是我自己的修行，跟他无关，我才不要把我的这个福德回向给他呢。所以这是在109个戒言就说，若无修忍想，不应共怨敌，就那个人他没有想帮助我修持忍辱的想法，那我才不要回向给他。那接下来两句他的举例，那这里经典就回复这个人这个想法，就是说，那如果是这样的话，你也不要供养正法了。为什么？因为佛法也没有任何想要说我要帮助你修行的想法嘛，是一样的。那你也不用供养正法，就像仇敌一样，没有想要帮助你修持忍辱，是一样的。但接着你这样听完之后，你还是再想一下，你觉得还是不对啊，还是跟佛法不同。佛法它毕竟虽然的确没有要利益我们的想法，但它至少不像一个仇敌。仇敌是不仅没有想要帮助我修忍辱的想法，仇敌甚至是想要伤害我呢。所以跟正法这个比喻，我觉得还是不合理的。所以你接着又110个戒，你又想说了，为愿损害心，是故不应供。不管怎么样，它跟佛法不同的，它还是更坏的，它想要伤害我的心。但这个后面的回答两句是说， 那如果是这样的话，其实你反而应该要珍惜这个机会，因为如果这个仇敌他像是个医生一样对你很好的话，你还会修忍辱吗？不会啦，因为他没有想要伤害你的心嘛。所以如医师利我，如何修忍辱，我是不行的。所以最后这个111个偈文就说了，一即恶嗔心，方生忍辱行。所以你真的就是因为对方的这种很可恶的这样的嗔恨之心，所以反而帮助你能够修持忍辱，所以你应该要非常非常的珍惜这个机会。
다 정신 대체는 저박건병에 열때 배게 nie바데 가르쳐와래 정신 대체는 손지 좀 된데지 손나요 선음소배 열넘바니 요아래 선음소배 열넘바니데 생진지 향인데 생진라 때는 선음소바제다 자르위 향인데 손지 좀 된데라 때는 선음소바데 넘바니 수송아래 대체는 상지다 다원이디 찍반다보제래라 선음소배 땡도 저바래 대인바 정신나 때네 생긴 된종 고르시발라 언더다 응고세 몸보게 생긴 고르세네 저바검 점바당 저바풀 다 된대세네 근데따라 푸주 바로 좀 다도 손지게 공본도 같은데 요아래라 생긴 놈도 잘와래 손지 준동 나와라 생긴라 때네 나랑 상지제 공본도 받던 jalwa zopu sonji jom dinde la tenne ngara sonji ji kompon to batini jipan randanda bo ye yore la tini le jalwa zopu sonji jom dinde la kupa sawa te yendo senjin la yo manba kupa mazawa de je choriyende senjin zepa gombe yolte yo jalwa zopu sonji jom dinde yendo la kupa ji gure 다치당 생진당 상제니 선배 연대 롱게메 생제된 연대제 제벌 열지 제벌 매바게 레베스는 말에 대열제 온도세나 생진라 연대 요 말에라 상제라 연대 요래 대 인나야 레브 온도세나 레브레 예 대 생진라 때네 저놈서바던 상제라 때는 선홍서바 때는 라와래 생진노는 연den예 대세를 대나 대세를 대도 냠바예 윤신 대체는 상제동 생진이데 난단다고 지금 느바지바요래.
So this is why the objects of our patience are so important and so necessary. It's as the Buddha said, there are two types of beings in a relationship to whom we can gather merit. There are the fields of sentient beings and victors, said the sage. So it's the field of sentient beings, which means the sentient beings in a relation because of whom we can gather the accumulation of merit, and the victors are the Buddhas, because of whom we can achieve the gather the accumulation of merit. And when we gather the accumulation of merit, whether it is from sentient beings, or whether it is from Buddhas, or whether it is from enemies, it is the same. And so in this way, many who have respected them have gone beyond perfection. So many who have respected sentient beings, who have practiced patience, who have been generous and practiced discipline and so forth, have gone beyond to perfection to achieve benefit and gain the ultimate result of Buddhahood. A Buddha's qualities are gained alike from beings and from Buddhas. And so it's because of sentient beings that we can achieve, gather the accumulation of merit. It's because of Buddhists that we gather the accumulation of merit. They're the same in this. So of the two, just as of the two, we respect the Buddhas. So we should also respect the sentient beings for whom we for whom we practice patience, also deserve our respect, like the Buddhas. How is it right to have respect for victors but not beings? And so with both sentient beings and with Buddhas, as in verse 114, it's not from qualities of intention. It's not the question of, it's not the qualities of the sentient being's intention that makes them so. the sentient beings do not have the qualities, but the Buddhas do have the qualities. However, it is from the results. But from results that beings also have qualities like theirs and therefore are their equals. It's from the results that the sentient because we are able to achieve the gather accumulation of merit because of sentient beings. We're able to gather the accumulation of merit because of Buddhas, and so they're similar. So they have qualities like theirs, and therefore the Buddhas equals in terms of their potential, of their power, or the capacity. Then the Buddhas and the sentient beings are the same.
那么，所以当我们遇到有人在伤害我们的时候，要把这个仇敌当成修持忍辱的积聚福德的这个因啊，所以要很珍惜它。那接下来在这一段就在讲说，这样的一个众生，它是我们可以说积聚福德的对境哦。那么通常我们在说积聚福德对境呢，通常有两种，就是说你可以透过两种方式积聚福德。一个是透过了众生这样一个对境，就像这里的仇敌。第二种对象呢，就是所谓的佛，你可以供养诸佛等等而帮助你积聚福德哦。所以是故如来说生田及福田啊，112个偈言在这里谈到的有这两种对境。而在这里是因为你透过了这个生田，你可以积聚福德，所以你透过了供养这个众生的福田，还有或者供养佛陀的这样一个福田，你都能够积聚福德的。所以恭敬诸众生资粮速圆满，它是一样的。那么在接下来113个偈言是谈到说，如果我们依靠了一个友情，比如说一个仇敌，你透过他修持佛法，你也能够成佛。同样的，你依靠一个诸佛菩萨，然后你透过依止他修持，你也能够成佛。所以诸佛及有情能成佛法同，它是一样的。你依靠佛也好，依靠一个众生也好，都能帮助你成佛。那你为什么只恭敬佛，却不恭敬众生，或者说恭敬那个伤害你的人呢？这是没有道理的。所以说敬佛不敬众呢，不能是合理哦。为什么做不到呢？再来下一个偈言是谈到说，但这里我们没有在讲说众生跟佛他在自心证悟上的功德是相同的，并没有。所以说非意乐功德哦，佛果应相等，并不是说他们在意乐上，在心上，佛跟众生功德是相同的，这当然是有所不同的。但是呢，在这个佛果上，就是说在这个帮助你修持的这个上面来讲，众生呢，他是这个仇敌，他是更能够帮助你成佛的。所以在这里，因为依有情成佛，故说生佛等哦。所以换句话说，这个有情众生也好，跟佛也好，它是平等的。
他대신도 생진동 송진이나 선음사부 탑 수수 요래라 탑 가래고 요래세나 생진나 때는 선음지 초사부 탑대 샴바동 니제당 때는 제발라소부 생동 덴발라 때는 제바공대 생진지와니 생진나 편바체와 용거 생진나 때는 편대 용거 요래 선음지 소토고 요래 손지 대표선은 공 손지라 대바도 무구 구바도 이친다고 여나 디선은 공인바 땡 손지 지와니 윤진텔라 때는 손지 지와니래 손지 춘도 차에 바 대나 대도 넘번데 다 되게 손지 춘도베게 차데 생진라용 삼바동 덴발라 수바도 제바감발라 때는 용거요래 손지라 대바도 무구 제발라 때는 용거요래라 손지 준도 차에 바티나 대도 넘버인데 연ten장소 다치당게 연ten가 온도세나 연ten장소 타에 손지 농동가 먼저 손지 동다에게 연ten 생진라 요 말에 다올라요 요 말에 때 옛나요 연ten 촌초 연ten 초초 집어에 연ten 차히던 연ten 히던 가게라 노나온 대도 제den도 컨선포용 중원줄 연텐제 차성화제 매나요 연텐제 돈본다보제 여나 대란 제바풀나 제바 자체뭐 컨선풀나요 중심마도 요 말에 대답은 제바 풀고가 요래 손지 준주 제외해 생진나라 예배나 ndzam다게 차대네 생진 제자 리본저로 드네 손지지 주의 지토버가 누바데 생진노나 예배 인더점제네 차다네 ndi게 yenten텔라테네 생진테온 제바사베게 요도 줄바제레라 생진은 제바사베 요도 줄바yen데 다오텔라 용 제바사베 요도 줄바제레
Now, there are different methods for gathering the accumulation of merit in relation to sentient beings and Buddhas. Offering to those with loving kindness is sentient beings' greatness. So when we gather the accumulation of merit in relation to sentient beings, we gather it by having loving kindness, compassion, by meditating on patience and so forth. And in this way, we gather the accumulation of merit, and they're worthy of veneration, that is their greatness. Sentient beings are extremely beneficial in this respect. With Buddhas, the merit of having faith in the Buddhas is the Buddha's greatness. With Buddhas, it's having faith and devotion and belief, and that is, and by that we gather the accumulation of merit. That is the Buddha's greatness. As it says in the next verse, 116, for gaining a Buddha's traits they have apart and are thus equal. Because they play a part in gaining the qualities of a Buddha, sentient beings for whom we can practice patience and so forth, we can gain the qualities of a Buddha. Likewise, by having faith and devotion in the Buddhas, we gain the qualities of a Buddha, so they are the same. However, in terms of qualities, infinite oceans of qualities, the Buddhas are equaled by none. There's no sentient being who is similar to the Buddha in terms of their qualities. However, even with these qualities, offering even the three realms to those who appear to have a tiny share of the qualities of those who are the unique collection of sublime qualities would be inadequate. So even if someone has only a tiny share of the qualities, even if they only have a few of them, they're still worthy of veneration. And it would be offering even the entire three realms to them would not be enough to repay them. So in the next verse, 118, since beings have a part in the birth of a Buddha's supreme traits, they're similar to that extent and thus deserve veneration. So in terms of developing the qualities of a Buddha, sentient beings play a part. And to that extent, and for that reason, they deserve our veneration. And also, among them, the enemies for whom we meditate upon patience also deserve veneration.
那接下来几个偈言呢，陆续也是在提到，的确众生跟佛呢说实在是一样的，是平等的。对于我们的修持来说是一样平等的。举例来说，当我们要这个缘众生而做修持的时候，而积聚福德的时候，我们会透过的方式，比如说供养啊，或者说照顾这些众生，或者对众生升起慈悲之心等等。所以说，供养慈心者福大缘有情，你就必须依靠有情而能够积聚这样的福德。那同样，你要如何透过佛陀、诸佛菩萨来积聚福德呢？那也就是对佛陀升起信心，所以信佛福德大，亦由敬胜故哦。那么也是因为佛陀这样一个殊胜的对境，那么你透过信心也能够积聚福德。然而，从透过积聚福德的角度来说，依靠众生也好，依靠佛也好，能成佛法因，都是能够帮助你证得了解了悟佛法的这样的一个原因。所以故许性相等哦，换句话说，就是这样子的众生也好，佛陀也好，它是平等没有差别的。当然，你会说佛陀他的功德，那当然是比众生来得大的，所以诸佛功德海广深无与等，是没有人能够比得上佛陀证悟的功德。那虽然从这个角度来说，有情的功德它是比佛来得少的，所以说有情功德具呢，较佛为少分。但也不应该他的福德比佛陀少，所以你就少对他做供养，或者你就轻视这个众生也是不行的。所以人应受供养，三界尤嫌少，甚至你将三界的这个供养都给予众生，这都还嫌少呢。所以为什么呢？因为有情若具足，能生为妙法。因为你依靠了有情，譬如说这样的仇敌，它能够帮助你修持的一个圆满。为依此而分亦应受供养，所以他也是应该接受供养的。
他这个格里登巴的些呢，那把讲看的，但他这把讲不注意不些呢，他了古巴基，这把普他听的这个个有的些呢登巴的了，这就是这印度那把讲看个的后头了。 tenin chepa pul zepa gom tende che gu gre junsen kare re se na sonje thuni gre tende che na sonje thuni gre sonje ge tenin jal to ba yong yo re se temba de la ta che tang go on do se na tenin ngaran so sonje je ka din chembo re ka din chembo yin du de la yin yo mi ni jur je Pemba Pomin Z no you are maybe near the Churba to do number gentle and Julia Nimbo near the Churba Cheta. Nisentin Tonti la Pemba bottom of Zepa no that Tungu Baje Guriorella. Tungo atom, Tenin Lambache said to tell Candigo and say to Gresena Yin, Joe nor Longela Soba Pulnayon Pengamare, Tungugamare. Tene ta taken the cuckoo say, Tini peeling the Buhina, Tini Pengarevis in the Pengamare, Taona Sonji condition and two niggers in Sentin Gorasena, Tig Sonji two niggers, Tenin Langer, Mato by Yin Konki Lind, Tenin Lambranger, the Tenin Langamare, Junsen Kanresena, concert cotton. Nan men jubala sonji jumped in the Kawambo cheat now, the caress in the Kawa cheat now, the Sena, Koyon Chito Tani, Nyarwa Narme Banjubala, Teta Garden Gente, Tela, paint up, Tenin Lambanjurina, Dao Tela, Nepa Chanking, Dao Tela, Zepa Gomna, Tenin Lambanjurina, Tevi, the nation Sena, Dao Tig, Narana. Nepa chimbo se na yon tonchi zongo he da je brasa a yapo yin sonne sonji thuni gare e sonne tini zepa gon ta tini che go kre.
So what this teaches is that the enemies who harm us are actually our friends in gathering, in being able to practice patience. There are helpers and friends. They deserve our veneration. But there's also another reason why our enemies are deserved, why they deserve our offerings, our respect, and our veneration. And the reason is that this will please the Buddhas. This is like fulfilling the activity of a Buddha. Other than please, so in general, the Buddhas are extremely kind to us, and so the way to repay this is as in verse 119. Other than pleasing sentient beings, what way is there to repay? Those stalwart friends who act to bring immeasurable benefit. And so, other than pleasing sentient beings, there's no way to repay the stalwart friends, the unchangeable friends and unwavering friends who always try to help us. They're the only way to please them and thus repay them is we need to repay them. And how can we do that? There's no other way. If we give them money, if we give them things or wealth or so forth, that won't please them. That doesn't make a difference to them. If we try to flatter them and kiss up to them, is that going to please them? It's not going to please them either. The only way is that if we please sentient beings, that will please the Buddhas. There's no other way to bring pleasure, to please the Buddhas. Since helping them repays those who forsake their bodies and go to the incessant hell. So the Buddhas go through a lot of difficulty and hardship for our sake. They'll even forsake their own bodies and go to the incessant hell for a sentient being's benefit. And so, even when they inflict on you the great harm, so when if we want to repay them, repay that kindness, then the best way is to meditate upon patience for our enemies. Because even when the enemies inflict on us great harm, we need to make sure that all our actions are solely excellent. And the reason why we do this is that when we do that. When they're harming us and we're acting well, then the Buddhas will be happy.
接下来呢，这个既然是谈到说，佛陀呢，事实上对我们是很有恩德的。那么，对不起，前面那一段是谈到说，我们面对仇敌的时候，你要带着一个观念说，他是帮助你修持的助缘，所以你不应该生气。接下来这一段呢，你是要意念佛陀的恩德， 然后来帮助你不要生气。因为什么？你要让佛欢喜，这才是报佛恩最好的方法。所以你要透过忍辱，对仇敌不要生气哦，来才能报佛恩。接下来几个偈言都在谈到焦点是在佛恩上面。所以这里谈到佛陀是有恩的对于我们。那这里说于诸不情有，它另外一个翻译是指说他是像是众生的亲友一般的这样子的佛陀，他一心想的为利有情，他一心想的就是在利益众生的这样的一个像众生亲友的佛陀。若不尽有情，何以报佛恩？如果我们对佛陀对我们的恩德是这么的大的，如果我们对于有情，对于伤害我们的人，我们都没有去恭敬，都反而以嗔心对待的话，那我们怎么报得了佛恩呢？那难道是我们要用这个去贿赂佛陀吗？还是要去讨好佛陀吗？还是什么？这都是没有办法的。唯一能够报佛恩的方法，就是我们能够善待周围所有的人，尤其面对我们的仇敌，能够安忍做修持。那么再来第120个偈言就谈到说，佛陀他为了利益众生，甚至愿意到地狱里面去受那么多的苦行而救度众生。那他做所有的事情就是为了要利益众生。所以我们报恩为利生，我们唯一能够报答佛陀恩德的方法就是利益众生，没有其他的方法了。所以就算对方再对于我们有多大的这个伤害，有多大的损害，你都不应该嗔恨，你都要随顺哦，你都要忍辱，你都要想说这个太好了，是我一个最好的机会能够报答佛恩。
tené ta te yendo sonji janden de tené tutse wa chembo na ne tené senjing ge tanze ge yore la sonji janden de dog jeor jorba de ta ngarang ge resa jamne yo na me na sonji janden de re sonji janden de kong ge tené senjing na na pembe ge cherdo rong ko la o maziba kong ka le chembo ja ne tené tené senjing ge tanze ge yore la 대답을 생긴게 된데라 전제게 요나 나란초 몸바다게 지타르나 나란게 되는데 생긴게 된도 나잘세 나 생긴에 제버던 바바제 예선바제 된데시네 되네 생긴게 요무제바 된정 의무자데 인지민징이 버도 생긴게 야실도 요세 다 된데 고지래.
So the Buddhas, in their great compassion, bring benefit for sentient beings, and they're like our lords. They're like the ones whom we have, the only one that we can place our hopes in, as it says in verse 121. Meanwhile, how is it I, an ignoramus, am prideful and don't act like a true servant to those who, for those sake, they who are my lords have disregarded even their own bodies. So the Buddhas are our lords, the only ones we can place hopes in. And what they want to accomplish is the sake of sentient beings. They even, the benefit of sentient beings, and they'll even disregard the dangers to their own bodies for their sake. So how am I who am ignorant, an ignoramus, how is it that I can be so prideful and instead of doing things for sentient beings' sake, will think, I'm better, I don't need to do this, I don't need to help or serve sentient beings. So we think that we don't need to serve sentient beings. It's actually quite the opposite. We need to bring benefit to, we need to serve and be a servant to sentient beings.
在下一个偈言有提到说，诸佛陀真的是很具有大的悲心，他一心都想的是利益众生，他就像是我们的这个寄托唯一的寄托处是一样的，除了依靠他，没有其他的人可以救度众生了。那我们看到这样的一个佛，他是怎么样在利益众生？他完全不顾自己的，他完全舍下了自己的，尚且不顾生121个偈言提到的。那这时候再想想我们是怎么样的？我们确实非常的傲慢，非常的执着自我，所以说骄慢不顺从。我们甚至不愿意为众生做任何一点的事情，或者说服务众生做任何的事情，所以这实在是很不应该的。
tené tate senjing gore se pate sonje ton sonju semba tanji tu ni persepe ke joye so tabo imbala tene konda deve tu no jin jore ke kona ne na me jin jon jorba se ta senjing konda dewa thoba che chona thoba zobu sonji jom den de sonju semba tena tu jibalan dogre senjing no la senjing kona ne jen dong hal jin nyona 송제동 송주 선바던지 더 미지 버는 줄 그래 대다 가외 투바 끈지해 대란내제 투발내 바세 드니 대라 가와 가나 송제동 송주 선바던지 더니 내 바세나 드니 송제동 송주 선바던지 내 바세 바나기 용게요래 대용 페르나 룰라 끈네 멤버와 대파끈지 이들면줄라 매제 룰라 멤버나 세 힘보동 그 점보동 무본 지본다고 간 요나요 되게 심바티가보동 지본도요 말에 나랑 그 루보 메사인도요 아래 대게 생진 내바세나야 생진노는 내바세나 송지동 송주 심바 투지 진보동 덴바나 지베타요 말에 콘nom바 토미 지반도거래라 티치나 되게 내반다고지 세송나요 텔라 제바금 히와금 구그리오레.
So pleasing sentient beings is the best way to please the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and to teach this in verse 122. Making them happy, whose happiness delights and injuries distress the lords of sages. So making them, the sentient beings, happy brings delights and brings happiness to the lords of sages, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. And whose injuries distress, whose being the sentient beings, when they are harmed and caused suffering, then that displeases and distresses the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. So brings all the lords of sages gratification. So if we please sentient beings, then this pleases all of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, while harming them brings injury to the sages. So if we harm sentient beings, that is the same as causing harm to the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. An analogy for this is in the next stanza, 123. Just as no object of desire will bring happiness when your body is on fire. So if someone's body is caught fire, if you say, here, have this good food, have some nice clothes, no matter whatever thing you try to give them, it's not going to make them happy. They'll say, I'm burning alive. They aren't going to be made happy by it. Likewise, there is no way if you harm sentient beings that those with great compassion could be pleased. So the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas have great compassion, and there's no way they could be pleased if they see sentient beings being harmed. And so even if sentient beings are harming you, you should still practice patience.
接下来的几个偈言是在谈到说，这个如果众生受苦佛也会不欢喜的；反之，如果众生欢喜，诸佛也会欢喜的。所以这里谈到说，谁乐诸佛喜呢？谁苦佛不悦也就是说，众生如果欢喜的话，诸佛会欢喜；如果众生受苦的话呢，佛也不会欢喜的。众喜佛欢喜损众即损佛。所以如果我们伤害了众生的话，我们其实就是在伤害佛陀，是一样的。那接下来下一个偈言，他是做了一个比喻为什么说我们伤害众生，那佛陀是不会欢喜的呢？他做一个比喻，就好像如果一个人浑身被火烧了，那这个时候你说再给他更好的东西，给他衣服食物各种的妙玉的话，他也是无法欢喜受用的。那同样，如果我们去伤害众生的时候呢，佛他也是无法欢喜的。若人损有情，亦难令佛喜。所以这都是在讲说，当你面对有人在伤害你的时候，你要记得你都不应该再去伤害对方，而是应该要忍辱，应该保持一个平静、忍辱、羞耻。
다 대지스라 나랑 가르치게 있잖아. 나를 세바 노로와 된줄라. 휴아파 볼게. 네 송지동 송주선 받던지라. 무서바 솔게 송하려라. 대외 다긴 로라 내세베 투지 체게 미지 줄바고 데데 데린 수술 휴아제에 나랑 디바 나라 사바데 휴아파 볼게. 미지바 더 미지바 공라바데 토바는지 제버소로시 다 땡하른 데베차라 노르와이나 대협바 프로와이 소데 다 대지서 다 마음베차라 가레 구그레세나 대hin히노 지버지레도 대네송 된지딩 트렌든체 tene songje dong songju samba tongje tu ni prasipe ke cherdola tu tane zongde jiting ke senjin tongje je yopo tabo je shege yen roa mombu kombe ke dage jola donne tene ngaran shegu ba je chena yon tene te len chege me ta te tabu zepa gongge yen te tabu zepa gomba la tene jiting gembo songje dong songju samba tongje tu ni pa non ro je.
So now, what is it that we need to do? We need to confess the harms that we have caused in the past, our misdeeds. And we need to ask the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas to please forgive us of these. As it says in verse 124, Therefore I now confess all my misdeeds, which as they have caused harm to sentient beings, distress all those endowed with great compassion. May all those whom I have displeased forgive me. So this is confessing the misdeeds we have done, confessing the mistakes that we have made in the past. And once we have confessed those, then what do we need for the future? As it says in verse 125, to please the Tathagatas, from today onward I shall be the world's slave. I won't get angry. So in order to please the sentient beings, I shall be a servant. I shall be like a slave or a servant to the world. I won't get angry no matter how many people stomp my crown or kill me. So even if they stomp on my head to the point where I die, I will not retaliate. Guardians of the world, be happy. And so we are asking, it's the guardians, we're asking the guardians of the world, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, to forgive us and take delight.
那这样子听完之后呢，我们接着应该要怎么做呢？首先我们应该要做忏悔，也就是对于我们过去伤害众生的是怎么样伤害众生等等，而让诸佛菩萨不欢喜呢？我们要对于这一切呢要做忏悔。所以这就是124个偈言所说的：昔我损有情，大悲者不喜，现今皆忏悔，愿佛悉宽恕。那不仅是对于过去的忏悔，我们也要对于未来，我们要发一个誓言，也就是为了让诸佛欢喜，我们也愿意成为众生的一个仆人，甚至呢，就让众生来践踏我，甚至舍弃自己的性命，我也愿意这么去做。所以这是下一个第125个偈言所说的。所以总而言之，我们要尽力做到，就是让众生欢喜。
他대지 서 단다 통주 생긴게 넘버는 통구 요래데 뭐 손질이도 요래 티처나 생긴 통질라 대화가 주로 뭐도 펜바체기 yense 로안다ken 투지 도젠티 도든 세반달라 태소메 손지 통지지 도도 좀세 요래라 생긴 오른 통원들어니 간데 돈이 기술 구매제 다때 생진은 통비요래데 손지가 돈이도 줄바 엠베잖아 대라 대파동 구바지네 저버금 다된데 제기 송아래 다되게 컨트롤 점백에 탑대 템바래라 다대지술로 저버금백에 엔텐데 템바래 제벤데버데 땡그래.
Now, next, the text talks about how when we see, what we see as sentient beings are in essence Buddhas. So they have all the causes of happiness. They have all the causes of the qualities. There's no doubt in verse 126. There's no doubt they whose nature is compassion regard all of these beings as themselves. And so as Buddhas take all of these sentient beings, they cling to them, or they regard all sentient beings as themselves. Those who are seen as sentient beings in nature are guardians in essence. Why disrespect them? So sentient beings, in their we may see them as sentient beings, but in their essence, they are Buddhas, and so we should be patient of them. And so, with this stanza, we close the section on overcoming anger. And the next passage talks about the qualities of patience, or the results of patience.
那么在接下来的一个偈言呢，谈到的是说，其实众生呢，我们这样子有这样一层了解之后，我们要知道说，当我们在看到众生的时候，虽然外相上它是众生，但是我们带的心态，我们要知道， 其实众生的本质就是佛，也因此我们要对他们升起信心，要能够修持安忍等等。那么这个偈言126，他就谈到说，其实诸佛菩萨他在看众生的时候，也就跟看到他自己是没有差别的。换句话说，诸佛菩萨他的大悲看到众生，就像看到佛是一般的。所以同样呢，我们也应该要恭敬有情哦，就是当见到众生的时候，要知道说他其实跟佛陀是没有差别的。那讲到这个偈言以上呢，都是谈到的是消除嗔心的一些方法。再接下来的几个偈言呢，是你修持忍辱，它会有怎么样的结果？
他的就是提前那个让这个谁个把那把什么有啊嘞？那把什么的看看了，看的过个有啊嘞，现在这把讲过个有啊嘞，今天这把讲把等你做不从这种的提前去把东西偷你过个来了。ते तो नहीं पर से बगे थाप थे सेंचे तो नेजे नो ज़ेपा गंबाते रे चाहिए नी पाते कांदे रे से ना सेंचे रावण सोसु के तेंदा ते यों थापा जे डुगु गयो आरे ला रावण के तेंदा डुबर से पाला रावण के तेंदा ते कांदी डुगु करे से ना शेदों के ओं तो मंडोवा ज़ेपा यों थापा जे गां तो ना रोंदे यों दा डुबा ओं देनी तो ngārāng के तेंदा यों तेला तेने रे तो गेविता वासात बाचे युंगियो आरे ता सुंबाते कांदेरे से ना तोंबोते तेयिंकी बा निपा ते रोंदा डोबा सुंबाते नोआ सेंचिन तोंजिन जितिन जे कोंदा दुंगा सलवार से बा रिगुर रेला सेंचिन तोंजिला फेंबा डोगुयो आरेला फेंबा डोबगे थापते ngaranso नेजिला जेपा गंबाते चेपरतम फोबाजे रे junsen teta buchena dagi tata deni sa tate zepa gamba de tudung ba jando majiba nyonso len toba yoni yondo tren toba tenite ngarang la nezi don hedon la sopa tipe kaso la nimbu sen toba nimbu sen ne zepa gon toba zepa gon ne hedon don nesen la sopa hetoba ta tende sego re.
So there are three things that we need to do. The first is that we need to please the Tathagatas. Just this is what will please the Tathagatas. So by practicing patience, this is the method for us to please the Tathagatas. By being patient with sentient beings who would harm us, we please the Tathagatas. That is the first thing. The second is, just this is what fulfills one's very own aims. The second thing we need to do is we need to achieve our own aim, bringing benefit to ourselves, and truly bring benefit to ourselves. So how is it that we do that? By not being overcome by anger, by practicing patience, and by practicing patience, we achieve our own benefit, our own aims. And so in achieving our own aims, this means gathering great amounts of merit. Gathering great amounts of merit. The third thing we need to do is we need to dispel the sufferings of the world. Just this dispels the sufferings of the world. So there are all the sentient beings. We need to dispel all the sufferings of all the sentient beings throughout the world. And so in this way we have three things that we've done that we need to do. We need to please the Tathagatas, accomplish our own benefit, and dispel the sufferings of all sentient beings throughout the world. And so therefore I will always do just this. I will always practice generosity no matter what case happens. I will think about it. I will remember it over and over again. And when someone comes to do you harm, and then you remember it and try not to get angry, or you try to remember the antidote and apply the antidote, and to be able to practice patience and pacify your anger.
那么接着第127个偈言呢，他在谈到的是说，我们透过修持这样的忍辱那我们可以达成3件事情啊。那么第一个事情就是让佛欢喜所以说敬重佛欢喜。那么我们透过尊敬了众生，我们就能够让佛欢喜。这是如何达成的？也是当你在面对众生的时候，你能够修持安忍；众生伤害你的时候，你也能够修持安忍不嗔怒，那么就能让佛欢喜，你就达到了这么第一点。第二点，当你修持安忍不嗔怒的时候，你也达到了一个什么事情呢？就是能成自毅力，也就是你的自力、你的修持也能够达成。 再来第三个，你能够达成的是，你能够消除世间的苦，也就是你能够利益众生的意思。也就是说，因为众生世间的苦是怎么发生的？很多时候都是因为嗔怒，都是因为无法安忍。那这时候你透过自身的安忍修持，你也能够进一步利益到世间，消除众生的苦哦。所以换句话说，你透过修持安忍，你达成了让佛欢喜，自己的修持也达成了，同时你也利益了众生了。那么这是非常非常重要，所以修持安忍它真的非常重要，希望各位能够随时都不忘记，随时当你面对到有人伤害你的时候，你也能够提醒自己说我要安忍，我不应该嗔怒，那么借此止息你的嗔怒之心。
他这样，这大部他我让说几天没几天了，那边搞死了，那边讲看个刀了，说不用个人了，那边讲看个刀了，说不讲呢。thế là lên giá phát là nếu bà chào chụp bà giá thì thế nào nếu cả ngarang jalwa yung tu bà sikre de ina yung te pemba yo mare te nyeng mare te rung mare pe na jalbu menga ke jiwo mo la ne se jong jiwo mi jong rinpo do nu jong chene me se de teni ta te la jalbu ge lembo ndabo do jalbu ge lezi bandabo senchen ta momo chumanda bol ne pa se chong ne pa se na yo te da jo mi jong rinpo da pa rinpo tong kin ten zu ge ne pa me se ba len me se ba za ba gong re ne pa chal to re de na yo te len me se ba za ba gong re te za ba gong ba ge ju sin de ka re se na ti me te chang ba len bon da bo to le si ba te ko na ma re jalbugan tutuptung jalbugan nuntu tenzo timeti ki jala yoare la teni ngarang tama jal tuga yo mare se te tongpo pe ga bare la pe te yendo ta ngarang la nepa jangkin ke dawo nezi nyom chung ga yo ta te la chi tu se ne ka chi yo mare kolpa nepa jal yo na digri samba se nyeng mare ndatar ta te la japsa mambo yoare japsa mambo kare yo are se na nyalwe suma ton tuje ton temba sanje ton sonchu semba ton je te ne ji nyon chung te ke pong ge jaten la yo are la junsin te chen na memo chuma ge jalbo tombo la zaba gamba yendo na ngaran so senjin panwa chuma nyom chung ne ji te la ngor sa te la ne ba me se ba te la zaba gone sen go a je go gre.
So sometimes in the world, people come and cause harm, and when they do cause harm, we sometimes have a chance to retaliate, to do something to get back. But we could possibly, in that instance, we could possibly win for the short time, but there's no benefit for that. It wouldn't be appropriate. It's not right to act like that. And the reason is taught in verse 128 with an analogy. Just as when one of the king's men wreaks havoc on many people, even if able, the far-sighted do not retaliate. So it's like if there's a king who has ministers or workers, henchmen who go out and they harm many sentient beings, they harm the public. So if there's someone who is really far-sighted and can really can see what to do, maybe they have the opportunity to do something to get back, to retaliate, but they don't. They're patient with it. They don't retaliate. And the reason for this is, in the next line, for he is not alone, his forces are the forces of the king. It's not just that one minister, that one person alone. It's all of the king's armies and cavalry and everything behind them. And so you don't strike back. So similarly, when someone harms you, likewise do not look down upon weak people who cause harm. So there might be some weak person who does something that causes harm. You could get back at them. You could do something to them, but you don't do that, and because they've got forces supporting them too. For theirs are the forces of hell's keepers and of the compassionate. So it's like they've got all of the guardians, the keepers of the hells, and all of the Buddhas and their bodhisattvas are like their armies behind them. So even if there is an enemy whom you could retaliate against, you shouldn't. So just as his subjects propitiate a tyrant, respect beings. So just as the subjects of an evil king will pay respect to the king, we should also pay respect to sentient beings, because the sentient beings have all the support of the forces of the keepers of hell and the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, so we need to respect them.
那么我们在世间上呢，总是会遇到一些伤害我们的人的，那也就叫所谓的这个仇敌哦。所以在面对他们的时候，无论如何，有时候你会觉得，那我是不是就报复吧，我就反抗吧？那可能会暂时带来一些好处，但是就长远来讲呢，它是没有意义的，而且是不可以这么去做的。所以接下来的128、29等等，就举了一个例子哦，譬如王臣忠于民作损恼。举例来说，有一个大臣哦。那么他伤害了很多的老百姓。那这里后面2句是说，有远见的这样的一个老百姓的话，他事实上他是不会去反抗的，为损不报复。那为什么他会不报复呢？后面一句就提到说，非彼一人力，王室以为助。因为他知道，在这个伤害我们的这个大臣，他的背后是有这个国王在支撑着他的，所以如是轻为损，亦勿损害他。所以他会，就算他就接受，就算只是对他一点的侵扰呢，他也不会去报复，因为他知道背后还有这个王在后面支持着他。所以同样，这是举这样一个例子哦。同样，当我们面对有人在伤害我们的时候，我们也不应该去报复他。对于这个仇敌，不要去报复他。为什么？因为他也像是那个伤害百姓的大臣一样，他背后也有人在支持着他。是谁呢？是狱卒及卑尊，皆为彼援助。狱卒是谁？因为如果我们反过去嗔恨的话，我们会投入到地狱，所以后面有很多的狱卒在帮助着这个仇敌。还有大悲尊，就是佛陀也在背后着。如果我们的嗔恨对他，佛陀也就不欢喜了，等等。如民为暴君，与有情应敬哦。所以我们对众生是应该是要恭敬的。
他干的了，别介都谈起那么你定要的了，别当谈你几把能听见用个来的，现在用谈起我都现在哪个要嘛的，别的考虑穷啊东，谈的别考虑巧啊，自己巧啊这不用个要的啦，的别嘞谈的别开不动泡泡用个要的，的说啊的，要不大些出那用，先进门个。se pa le nyuan jurwa koin ba nyalwen ne ba te se tam jalbo ta ki ngona yo sentin goa se pa ye toparan jurwa koin ba sonje ni je mese to se jalbo ta ba ki tu na pe ne ka chepa tembo je gre 루동 농제 그때도 니바당 그래 때 얘는 생긴 문거나 대래 잡제 그래 대 생긴 문거와 세나 용어는 줄 봤대 근데 용 그래서나 냐르와라지 대네 칼부 바르도 동한 넘버 나 좀번 용 근데 용거요라 대 칼체기요래 대견도 잘보다긴 거나요 생긴 거라 세바이 토바른 줄와 공인바 생긴 거나 손지지 공부도 다도 땡제 대와 토그래라 잘부가 내가 세 노르롱제라 소바테 사제게 펜바 용거래 마도 대사고 용기요 말해라 티처나 잘본 거와도 잘보 투바다 레 생긴 거와도 생긴 મંગો와 생긴은 내바자로와데 배 갈체기 요래 텔라 자자구기 요래
So here there's the comparison, and then what is the basis of the comparison, the meaning of it. And these two here aren't the same at all. There's the comparison is not nearly as strong as the actuality. So in order to teach how the meaning is much more important than the actual comparison, the next two verses, 131 and 32, read, "Even if angered, could a king inflict what is experienced because of making beings despair, the agonies of hell? Even if pleased, a king could not provide what is achieved by making sentient beings happy, Buddhahood itself." And so if a king is angered, In the short term, a king can punish you. They can do something that hurt you in your body. They can harm your body. They can harm you economically. They can punish you. But this is not like what happens when you displease sentient beings, because what happens when you displease sentient beings is that you will be reborn in the hells, and you will experience suffering for many eons. So it's far more important to please sentient beings. Likewise, when we please a king, when a king is pleased, they can give us some temporary comfort. But when we please sentient beings, they bring us the ultimate happiness and the final result of Buddhahood. Whereas with a king, we would only achieve temporary comfort. And so therefore, it's rather than trying to please kings and so forth, it is far more important for us to please sentient beings and to respect sentient beings.
那么在接下来这里有更进一步谈到，事实上，刚刚的比喻呢，还只是一般的这个比喻，实际上来讲是更为殊胜的，就是利益众生，让众生欢喜，这个是更为殊胜的。所以他在131个偈言就谈到，暴君众生称不能作大害哦，也就是说，不管这个暴君在对我们怎么样的伤害，我们也不会伤害到哪里去，也不会让我们堕入到地狱去。但是于有情作损呢，堕于地狱苦。就是说，如果我们让众生不欢喜了，我们伤害了众生的话，这会导致我们落入到地狱里面去的。同样在一个偈言谈到，纵于王恭敬，不能令成佛。就算我们再恭敬所谓的世间的王，这也无法帮助你成佛。但是如果你恭敬一个有情的话，它是能够帮助你成就大菩提的。所以换句话说，比起让一个王这个生气或者伤害你，那伤害众生，它来的罪业是更大的。所以同样，比起让一个王这个恭敬欢喜，那你让众生欢喜，这个利益是更大的。
他得接受这把公本这部，我得送给我来了。他俺人给这把公，先前弄过，他得来送给我的这部的，忙把啦，他都跟这部做不送去，将den的去公布，偷个嘞，忙送去肉大小些，这起码根本的我觉得，因为民间都把电开了来了。电开了送到用，马些，但他真的你来用，帮助龙姐切活动，年多切活动，累计龙姐不算错活动，但不能就话的，俺让做这把工跟上了，通知也把这嘞，基本通的俺让做通个嘞，第一都俺让考虑那那边切那用，这边走这把动，你没把动。teni hienra tong tenpa tong tse rinpo tepa hiento yin tsowa tong kullu jurwe deje to teni kullu jurwe jabo la sopa dewa jache kien longo che punson sopa tong tenpa togre samne tate ke leo trupa re la songchu sempe chepa lan chupa le zepa tenpa kiesewa te leo trupa o.
So now we've come to the actual results of patience. So when we practice patience and we're respectful of sentient beings, we gather the results of virtue. The result of this is that in the future we will achieve the ultimate state of complete and perfect Buddhahood. So leave future Buddhahood aside. It's not necessary to mention that. It's definite that we're going to achieve that. There's no need to mention that. In addition to that, do you not see in this life that pleasing sentient beings brings much glory, fame, and joy? We can also see that doing this brings us great glory. It brings us a lot of prosperity and happiness in this lifetime as well. So do you not see it in this life? Means we can see that it brings this. In addition to that, while we are in samsara, patience brings beauty and so forth, a very long life with health and fame, and a chakravarti's pleasures. So practicing patience in samsara will lead to having long lives, beauty, good looks, health, fame, and the prosperity and the qualities of a universal emperor. And so this completes the 6th chapter, Patience, from entering the way of the Bodhisattva.
那在接下来2个偈言呢，是谈到了这个修持忍辱，它会达到的实际的一些结果是什么呢？那也就是未来你是能够成就佛果的，那么还有在今生你也能够得到各种大的吉祥了，也就是说你会有名声，你会有各种的财富，这都是很亲眼可以见到的。为什么我们没有见到呢？这是133个偈言看到。在最后一个偈言谈到的是说，如果你生生都能够修持这个忍辱的话，你会有的结果是什么？就是端严无病，然后称闻极长寿，然后你也能够得到转轮圣王的这样子的快乐。那么以上呢就是入菩萨行论的第6品就讲完了。
今天他大人确定的啦，前南巴开始被萨萨仁波呢，高瓦吉罗松东罗松金波当，呢佩巴当，开始萨萨尼瓦了也他尼瓦了有瓦来的，也那样也记得被龙巴啦，雷卡芒波有瓦来，今天看个有马来。天看个有马来的，让人说说个来个点子有呢，他当不就个知道了，都是的陪接当的，别把，那都是切家庭切也不嘞，他提前都就知道了，他把东某个也把的，别家庭切不嘞，现在学习也把都是切学习，这当，天提前都这当个 weekend 啦，天满着不有嘞的，因那样 weekend 的啦，他开始如果通报轮着。开始讲说全部轮着，基本上等开始上，南上娘的这么在，他等的过个月来了，等着切的些呢，有呢，等的当不就这个切的了，别把了土地切，学就切当，他当俺那个建筑楼住把的，才去修把的啦，地修不给找我的，申请当这个当东婚呢，他等说几天就看了，忙出忙不用个月来，对这。你个是温度线呢？你这是弄忙不用个药的，什么叫温度线呢？就跟那把忙不用个药的，他等做些呢，一定就讲上去，得几多等把当，当不去打我当，天天当不去娘恁那个等做那样，绿了拿啥没把当，山了东海没把当，去这把了，把起没呗，那老也不讲那罗去。
So in this teaching, many of you have come from long distances away. You've gone to a lot of effort and expense to come here. Many of you haven't come from far away. You live close by, but because we're in a developed country, we have a lot of things that you have to do. You don't always have time, but you've put your other things to do aside and come to for the sake of the Dharma. You're using your time for the sake of the Dharma, and so this is very kind of you. Likewise, for having such faith and devotion in Dharma practice is really very kind of you also. So I'd like to thank you all very much. Also on weekends, during weekends, some people like to go off to high mountains or they go off to the shores of great oceans. They like to do something to enjoy themselves or play games and relax and so forth. But you've forgotten about all that and you have come here. So thank you very much for coming. So now I have taught a bit about this 6th chapter of the Way of the Bodhisattva. And so please dedicate the virtue from this to the benefit of all sentient beings. These days there are many wars and conflicts in the world. Please dedicate this merit so that there may be no wars. There are also many new and terrifying illnesses that spread. So please dedicate this so that all illness may be overcome. Likewise, there are terrifying weapons that have been made. So please dedicate this so that all illness, plague, and war and famine may be pacified, so that the true Dharma may spread, and so that those who practice it may have no suffering in their bodies, that they may have long lives, that they have no illness, and that they have no obstacles to their Dharma practice.
那在座的各位呢，是很多人是远道而来哦，那路程也是很辛苦，也花费很多。那当然也很多学生呢是住在附近的，但是你们也有很多工作，也愿意放下这些工作来听课哦。所以在最后要再次的感谢你们，非常的感恩你们，这真的是一件非常好的事情。还有最要感谢各位的是，你们对于佛法是如此有信心，这是最重要的一件事情。那么在周末通常是大家休息的时间，很多人都会去上山下海，到处去玩，或者是一些家庭聚会，但你们却愿意来听课，这也非常谢谢你们。那我想这一次花了很短的时间讲解了第6品哦，那么最后我们要将这么讲解听闻的功德也要做一个回向。我们会看到尤其要回向的是现在世界上各种战争非常的多，各种这种让人害怕的疾病也非常的多，还有自然的灾害也是到处都听得到。所以我们希望回向，让这一切都能够消除，让众生都能够离开痛苦，得到快乐。那尤其我们要回向的是佛法能够兴盛，还有修持佛法的人，他的身体都能健康，他的心里也都能够非常的安心平顺，那最终所有的人修持都能够圆满。
So for the 2018, the annual teaching from the Rinpoche as it complete here today. So before we conclude the teaching events here, we have a small ceremony that we would also like to celebrate with Rinpoche. So as we begin the ceremony, I would like to thank Rinpoche for coming here each year and giving us a teaching that would benefit all of us. And also, I would like to wish Rinpoche a very happy Father's Day, and also to wonderful fathers who are here and who are listening to this teaching. So before we begin the ceremony, I would like to call the Thrangu Monastery, Canada Abbot Dungse Lama Pema for a small thank you speech.
Kuichangwendu sonne Kyabje Rinpoche kungan zime kangla ya tenende ngaranju tensaya chigyun nang mazewi sungje samo tende kokap chungwade tene ngaranju chewegi kumbigi leje namba andika nanshingi te North America la lalop samigi zapchude Rinpoche chino Nyingma to che se shungwe.
So first offering my respects and prostration. The Lord of Refuge, Kyabje Thrangu Rinpoche, has come here and taught the Dharma and given us this opportunity. And so on behalf of all of the workers in the monastery and of the lamas and students, I would like to offer thanks to Rinpoche.
首先呢，我谨以虔诚最真诚的这个心啊，首先要再次感谢仁波切，不辞辛劳的呢来到我们创古寺院这个法座，然后不只是来到这里而已，而且还给予我们教学，给予我们这样子的课程教学。所以首先我仅代表我们全体的僧俗二众还有大众呢，我们一起来谢谢仁波切。
Tene dikana shingi da Rinpoche chödungage ringlaya chenju lo tukpa tene se sungchen nambare tene Tui kyundu Rinpoche da lo dakbar de chigyon nande zambala sungche karin namba inaya tene ngaranzu ki sungche di nangro che sene ya shu yore talo mikse ki Rinpoche nangni chigyon nabe kabla ya Rinpoche ki sepa chenpo ki sene chenju leo tukpa de Sobi leude ane mala sungjo duksene nangin sene ne kapep song di inde zambala ngaranjo de yobegi Rinpoche lalo kashe ta sada Rinpoche ne pe ndaki kondo Rinpoche songmana chen kashe de shongala misegi ngaranjo la ngane Rinpoche ki tama sama shiwuje yin sambagi chorwa dene chengana kye jongs.
So when Rinpoche this year has taught the 6th chapter, the Way of the Bodhisattva. And normally when Rinpoche comes and gives teachings here, we usually ask for a specific topic for him to teach. But this year, when we discussed the teaching, Rinpoche himself decided that he would like to teach the 6th chapter of the Way of the Bodhisattva. And so for all of us here, including many who, as Rinpoche said, have come from long distances away, we feel that this is a really special thing, and we feel like we have been given really profound pith instructions.
那么这一次今年呢是很特别的，仁波切给予了这样子《入菩萨行论》第6品的一个教学啊。因为往年仁波切给予教学的时候，都是仁波切来到这里，然后我们请示仁波切，请求某个主题，仁波切给予教学。但这一次是仁波切自己主动的跟我说，他要教这个第6品哦，所以当时我们都感到非常非常的这个殊胜。那所以就像仁波切刚刚有提到说，这一次看到各位所有仁波切的弟子们，不管是远道而来或者住在这里的，相信大家都真的是得到了这个口诀跟教法，会有获益的。
Tene ndiga nashingi da Rinpoche ki chunju leutu panana sobi ki leude song nang pares. Ta ngarang rauji na sobi leude ko kyabne tete teba nangshin jireja. Ni sobi leude nduksene semde koche ki in samsan rauji. Tene tamcha yoyo sen namba zoyang sobi ki leude da tirini songne. Rinpoche kunde ne tama ya waja sabade sobi leude koche ne chik shubay na namba zo samala chik. And
so the topic that Rinpoche has taught, this chapter on patience from the Way of the Bodhisattva, for me in particular, it feels like it's really opened a door. And that these are instructions that have opened the door. So my commitment, I'm like making a promise, is that I need to keep this a door of patience open. And so I think that for many of us here, I hope that it is the same, that you take these instructions on patience and it's like you use them to like open the door. I think this will be beneficial for all of us.
这一次的主题呢是谈到的是安忍哦，要忍辱哦。其实想想自己很久以来，这个好像忍辱的大门都是关起来的。但是这一次听到了仁波切的教学，让我有一种感觉说啊，我真的应该要开启我的忍辱的这种修持。那所以也希望大家在座的每一个人都能够有这样的一种承诺，就是从今而后呢，你也都能够做这样子的安忍的修持。
Da Rinpoche kuzu yagbo yongya la shabje namba kogo res, shabje namba ki mune tane Rinpoche la Nyingma ni shabje shubha la dene Rinpoche kuzu pe yagbo nga la de che yun nang ne nga ranzu sungje raba ne pe mese ki ta nga ranzu kalwa sangwa shivuja yin sangwa ndu sindi indi zamba la soben lo san doje dang lama tashi la, lama onju la la, kombe ngwe ne, jada tende jikma, piro nangs, yunde la.
So I won't take too much of your time, but Rinpoche comes here and he's in good health, and this is because of his attendants who give him really heartfelt service. And because of that service, Rinpoche is able to come here and he's able to teach, and we are extremely fortunate. So I would like to ask them to ask the monastery to please make offerings to the Sulpan Lobsang Dorje, to Lama Tashi, and to Lama Wangchuk.
所以我想也不多占用大家的时间，但这里我要特别感谢的是有3个人哦，就是仁波切的侍者。为什么？因为仁波切能够身体健康，能够来到我们这里，还能够为大家上课，真的是因为侍者们很真心的、很细心的在呵护照顾着仁波切哦。所以在这里要特别谢谢这个罗布桑多杰拉，还有拉玛扎西策旺，还有拉玛旺处他们3位。
Teni chigla shang Dr. John la tuje ches Alexandra.
I'd also like to thank Dr. John. I almost forgot him.
也要谢谢 Dr. John。
Dr. John?
Teni diga na shingi kechur kembo tenje la dang ane kembo kama chumpe la nabanyi la nying tabane tuje ches.
I would also like to offer my thanks to the translators Khenpo Tenge and Khenpo Chibel.
然后也要谢谢2位翻译Khenpo Chebe 跟Khenpo丹姐。
Teni diche la toga la rinpoche ki soldabi majen ching charo namba zangma la rinpoche ki shala yabo suyo nang ane nying tabane tuje ches.
I would also like to thank Rinpoche's cook and all of her helpers for serving such good food for Rinpoche.
也要谢谢仁波切的厨师们，谢谢。
아니 내가 난생기 때문에 오기 탑장당 아니 레운나라 아니 연된 최초비게 레전 넘버 정말라 아니 도강낭 찬원로 아니 레전 정말다 닝타반에 투지체스.
And also in the downstairs kitchen, we have all of the workers led by Yunten who are working very hard to provide us all with good food. I would like to thank all of them from the bottom of my heart.
然后也要谢谢在这个管理大寮，还有我们办公室的这个云电啦，谢谢他，还有他所有的这些执事们，谢谢你们。
데네 내가 나생기 사다른 번에 데네 다기 쇼경아 칠로드도 잠발라 파 아리게 다른 번에 데네 럼버지게 로마 제용선에 로니시 생한데는 돈용선 데네 젠데 페샤 남바조 참마 럼버지라 대바 담지 장마전데 다른 보지 제는데 공발을 팬낭 숭제슈가 잣 아닌가 주기 레정원에 남바졸라 강지도네 내랜다 강지되네 야보 마중만 된대요 나는 닝타반에 공갈매 버셔야이스.
And as Rinpoche mentioned, there are many students who have come from very far away. For instance, when I went out this morning, I met a student from America who had come a long way and who has been a student of Rinpoche's for 25 years. So there are many of you who have come with great faith and devotion from long way away. And so if there has been any problem in the way we've welcomed, if there's something that hasn't been right, I'd like to apologize for that.
那么就像仁波切说，很多弟子你们是远道而来。我今天早上在外面呢，也见到一位仁波切是从美国来仁波切的25年来的老弟子哦。那所以看到大家这一次远道而来听课，而且来到寺院哦，我真的是非常的欢喜。那么如果有任何招待不周的地方，在这里也跟大家说在这里跟大家忏悔。
다들인데나라 원내단에 라마 캬바르도 바바 캬브제 rinpoche 슈 대슈야 요바당 아니 랑앙데니 야워지 요한데 쪼데 나란저 이와 마마게 투제 카틴라 아니 티린 깨기 친다이나 모라레스 뭐 바이올레 남바 참마차단데 참디슈로 나 사말.
And so really for all of us to be able to be here and for Rinpoche to come and for it to all work out well has been because of our aspirations and so forth. And this is also because of the monastery's sponsors. So thank you very much.
那尊贵的仁波切，还有僧众、僧团，还有大家能够在这样一个寺院能够来到这里给予课程，真的也是要特别感谢寺院的这个施主，也就是伊娃妈妈，要特别的谢谢她。
bo no je zo ye lo yang we je zo wa ye wo zhong ze no ye je zo mo dan je zo be ja ju chi re wo. Page number 30. Page number 33030. Golden Book, page number 30. 3030. Om benzo so do so mo yo mo no bo lo yo benzo so do de no bo de do de do me mo bo so do ho yo me mo bo so bo ho yo me Rado me ambawa sarva sade menda yaza sawa ngama soza me zedo shreya guru hai hai banga ve sarva mame benza benza ambawa mai samaya sado benza bo me shi nam bo do bo wan je se je so je wan benza re je ai mo che cha re ho yo je ro ve yo so ngo we so re ye ja bo re mo sho ro lo bo lo zam bo Joy do me ne le do le mo yo no yo je yo no no lam jo do me ne do me ne do Rinpo je re mo bo so ne she do je mo 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 ye lo do ho lo Rinpo je no mo Rinpo so mo Rinpoche, lo mo Rinpoche, la mo Rinpoche, da jo Rinpoche, ma mo Rinpoche, dire chenpo, bombo, chenpo, chenpo mo, lo mo, ora mo, medo mo, Deja mo, nye mo, do mo, Rinpoche, do chole, na mo, nyawe, nyawe, se, we so, la do, mi, bo jo, bo so, so mo, ma so mo, rab jo, nja so, du je, dan le, de bo, ngom bo, ngwe de, la mo, ye do, san je, chan jo, sen bo, bo bo, ngan do, che jo, so me, so do, che bo, na, bo bo je wo en to je do wen do do she zo lo do zo she be me re no me don Come re no yo me nye je me re zombo de bo be jan jo lo lo mo je me le zon de je ngo mo do mo do se bo me ro je bo me nam mo do nya be ro wo de mo ju
So to all the fathers, the grandfathers, and the caretakers here today, happy Father's Day.
所有的父亲祖父们外公们，所有的照看就是孩子的爸爸们父亲节快乐。
So just a very short ceremony for Rinpoche today, because Rinpoche has hundreds of monks and nuns and thousands of students all over the world to look after.
今天准备了一个简短的仪式，就是为仁波切庆祝父亲节，因为仁波切不仅有上千位的这个僧众要照顾，还有上万位的弟子们，世界各地的弟子们要照顾。
One of his monks who grew up with Rinpoche in the 80s or 90s told me that Rinpoche used to travel extensively overseas and save as many of his dollars and pounds as he could for his children in Nepal. And he would literally use that money to buy them clothes to wear and food to eat.
有一位在80年代的这个跟仁波切一起长大的僧人曾经告诉我一个故事，就是仁波切在以前会非常努力的到世界各地讲法，然后非常努力的存钱，就是为了让他的这个所有的跟随他的僧众们可以有衣服穿，有饭吃。
And he told them that every dollar used wisely could help many people and thus was meaningful. But every dollar spent unwisely could be very destructive.
他这么教导弟子说，如果你好好的善用每一块钱的话呢，你可以帮助到很多的人。但是如果你非常随意的乱花钱的话，每一块钱都可以造成非常大的伤害。
And even now, many of you have parents, you have brothers and sisters, you have children and spouses who are also looked after by Rinpoche. He gives us the pure Dharma teachings, and he's given all of us many blessings.
至今在座的许多各位有父母亲、有兄弟姐妹、有儿子女儿，都同样的都感受到仁波切给予的这个关怀，也从他这里领受到非常纯正、有利益的一些教言。
We may not meet him for very many months at a time, or in some cases many years, but when you do see him, he remembers each of you and sometimes will give you a small token, maybe a small piece of candy or chocolate or a small blessed object. And in that way, we feel cared for by Rinpoche. We feel remembered and we feel loved.
我们可能每一次见到仁波切没有几个月的时间，或者甚至是好几年才见仁波切一次，但是每次见到仁波切总是感得到他的关怀，他总是惦记着我们每一位。见到我们的时候可能会给我们一颗糖，给我们一个加持过的一个吉祥绳，一点点礼物，让我们知道他永远是惦记着我们的。
It is because of his thoughtfulness that we have a connection with Rinpoche today.
因为他的对于我们的这般的着想，而我们一直到现在都跟他有这种维系。
So, on the count of 3, maybe all together as one big Thrangu family, we can say aloud, thank you to Rinpoche.
那现在我们大家一起数到3，然后作为一个很大的创古家庭，一起跟仁波切祝福他父亲节快乐。
Okay, so on 3, thank you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day.
Okay, Rinpoche will now cut the cake. And then lastly, Dungse Lama Pema would like to use this opportunity to say happy birthday to Rinpoche as well, since we don't get to do that during his regular November birthday.
那最后呢，也住持董色拉玛佩玛也想趁这个机会，到仁波切生日快乐，因为仁波切真实11月生日的时候不会在这里，所以在这里一同祝他生日快乐。
So together we'll sing happy birthday.
所以我们一起唱一下这个生日快乐歌。
Again on 3 we'll start. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, thank you for showing your gratitude. Cake will be coming around, and then we'll have each an opportunity to offer katas and any red envelopes if you'd like.
谢谢大家。那现在我们会为大家送蛋糕，然后也有机会可以线上哈达，还有如果想要供养的弟子们，可以向前供养。那
Please do not kneel when you offer to Rinpoche.
大家上来的时候不要跪不需要跪下来，头低下来就可以。
Peche Shabe Dade Shidro Jitile Juli Nany Momboy Joy Debe Boy Joy Ngorma Ludi Shache Boy Samboy Yende Ngayam Peche Shabe Dade Shidro Jitile Juli Nany Momboy Joy Debe Boy Joy Ngorma Ludi Shache Boy Samboy Yende Ngayam Peche Shabe Dade Shidro Nanya Boy Joy, Debe Boy Joy, Arama Lode, Chache Bile Samboy, and Dengaya. Pelche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jedele Jole, Nanya Boy Joy, Debe Boy Joy, Arama Lode, Chebe Samboy, and Dengaya. Pelche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jedele Jole, Nanya. Boy joy, the bear boy joy, Marma Lode, Chachabe, Samboy, and the Angam. Elja Chabe, Dode, Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nine. Boy joy, the bear boy joy, Marma Lode, Chachabe, Samboy, and the Nadue Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nine, Boy joy, the bear boy joy, Marma Lode, Chachabe, Samboy, and the Angam. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nine. Boy joy, Dembe boy joy, Ngama Lode, Chachabe, Sambo. Chachabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nine. Boy joy, Dembe boy joy, Ngama Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngayam. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chebe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chebe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngama Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngama Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chachabe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chebe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. Peche Shabe Dade Jedo, Jetele, Jule, Nanya, Boy Joy, Dembe Boy Joy, Ngorma Lode, Chebe, Sambo, Yende, Ngaya. 小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的那对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的那对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节之类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的我别是小便多对是主节类主类南无波波主天边波主我们罗这小切别上波愿的那 对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜joy的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆。巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。南无巴joy的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上而且下面大对是这年之类主连南巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的。下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这这类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边拜 joy 我马路的家这边上拜愿的爱你。而且下面大对是这年之类主连南疆巴拜 joy 的边 Chebe Zambo Yende Ngajandu Peshe Shabe Dadu Jidoi Chele Jole Nanja Baba Joy Dembe Bajo Ngarama Lode Chebe Zambo Yende Peshe Shabe Dadu Jidoi Chele Jole Nanja Baba Joy Dembe Bajo Ngarama Lode Chebe Zambo Yende Peshe Shabe Dadu Jidoi Chele Jole Nanja Baba Joy Dembe Bajo Ngarama Lode Chebe Zambo Yende Peshe Shabe Dadu Jidoi Chele Jole Nanja Boy Ju Lama Ngokai Salai Sowa De Chodo Guzere Liza Na Shenge Lai Sowa De Lama Dai Dawa Meba Shenge Loi Balde Lame Shabe Demba Dang Kanya Yolai De Ge Jawan Tashe male zozai disha ne nyodoi sanje sal gwe boy shu. Excuse me everyone, please be silent. Golden Book, page number 42. Devachan prayer, Shugawadi prayer, page number 42. Please be silent. Page number 42. Deje ngo zoi mbo doi me bo yin de mo je je jabe je ngon de da ne de ne zi bu yu mo doi je wo shen je mo mo je bo de roi je ne na de ai cha doi jo de je do je mo lo da bo de Chojo sanje chanse da je je me do boy je lo yo no be zo de ya awo mo do na ye so wo chu de ya wo se je mo zo ni zo lo je ro Noi de zoi de zoi boi, o joi so loi che boi. Yo ven de boi, ben joi je boi se je ngo loi ngoi. Cho ngoi sa je do joi je zoi da je do. Noi je loi men joi je ni do ne zo zo de. Be ze de sa jo no jo ji no je ze bo ro mo no de wo je do je jo je ne be me mo je de le de lo sa je ja jo do ne je ze do zhō bē zhō wā zhē mō yū sū nōm dē yē tōm jē sī bō nye tōm nē nye bē chā nā yēn pā jē kē ngō yēn nā jē bō lā yē chō bō yē sē bē sō lē zhō wā zhō mō